Hello, everyone. It's KSKO Program Director Paul Walker. I am sitting down with McGrath School Principal Matt Shelbourne. I know you're busy. Thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk to me.
Well, thanks for making the time.
Who are the teachers that we have this year? Even if people are familiar, let's remind everyone who the teachers are and what they do.
Yeah, we're really happy to have returning staff. Lindsay Sturm, she'll be teaching kindergarten through second grade. Carol Simmons is a third through sixth grade teacher, and Matt Shelbourne will be 7 through 12. It always sounds funny saying your name, but
right.
So we've got a returning teaching staff with a lot of experience. We have amazing aides. Zan Lyman's an aide, and Dolly Nelson's an aide. We also have another aide position we opened up, so looking for somebody who wants to get into education.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, kind of what an aide does is they assist with the teacher kind of doing their general routines. Sometimes you'll have a breakout group, and sometimes you'll be reading to a child, and other times you might be helping with a problem or two that they might have.
And how can they apply?
They can apply directly to the Iditarod Area School District. They could pull an application off of the online, which is iditarodsd.org. It's where we keep our calendars and so much more information for the public that's out there.
When does school start and end for the day? Is it the same for all of the grades, or is it a little bit different for like kindergarten and the rest of the school?
Sure. The school opens at 8 o'clock, and we serve breakfast from 8 to 8:30, and then the actual school day we try to get rolling at 8:30 or thereafter. So. And
you talk about breakfast. What about lunch this year? How is that? How's that going to work? Is everything how is that going to go?
Sure. Just answer that one question too about the dismissal times, because they are a little different. So the dismissal time for your K1 group is 1 p.m. Or excuse me, can I go back?
No.
You can edit this.
Okay, yeah. Let's. What? Yeah.
Because we can come in a little different.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you kind of missed that question too.
Okay.
Let's start over.
Let's start.
Start clean.
Let's start from
good practice run.
Let's start from question number 2 again.
Okay. What was question number 2?
What time?
Yes.
Because I thought you were done.
Yeah.
Okay. What time does school start for the day, and what time does it end? Is it different for the younger kids?
The school day starts at 8:30. Our doors open at 8 o'clock. And for K2, it will be released. I did it again.
God, amateur.
God, it's amateur hour over here.
Yeah, right.
I can straighten out. But
okay.
I just keep going back to an older thing in my mind. It's a little different. K1 is
okay.
Different, so.
What time of day does school start and end for the various grades?
So for K1, school will start at 8:30 and will end at 2 o'clock. For grades 3 through 12, school will start at 8:30 and will end at 3 o'clock.
Will you be offering breakfast and lunch this year at school?
Sure. The school doors open at 8 o'clock, and from 8 o'clock till 8:30, we offer a breakfast. And from 11:30 till 12 o'clock, we offer a school lunch. It's 100% paid for. The families get really do get a free meal.
How will bus runs work this year?
Well, we had some damage to the bus. It has been repaired. The state's very particular about specific colors and item numbers for the type of paint that goes on it, and they're getting that kind of lined up. Then after that, it does have to be inspected. It's something that they've been waiting on parts and stuff throughout the summer. Probably looking at an October start.
So we won't have buses at the start of the school year.
No, I don't think that will happen since it's tomorrow.
What is the next big thing that's going to be happening at school? Are there going to be any assemblies, special visitors? I know you have programs from time to time with visiting, like scientists, the Fresh Eyes on Ice project last year.
Yeah.
Do you have anything scheduled so far this year?
Well, August 23rd, 6 to 7 p.m. is an open house, and we'll have the activities calendar kind of there for people. Anything that they can't pull off, parents can't pull offline for themselves to get printed, we'll make sure that they have some forms that they might want, that kind of thing. Maybe some copies of calendars that are on ididrodsd.org right now. And then we've got some great partnerships. We got a partnership with KSKO. We got a young man, just sounds incredible.
Absolutely.
And we got students working at AC, and we make sure we're going to give them credit for their work. You just need to log the hours if you're working for somebody, and it's an opportunity to get real world experience paid and some credit. And
you'll get to hear Ben Gregory in the morning on KSKO for the next couple weeks once he gets back to school, gets settled, and while Ralph is out. So that's who KSKO has from the school. Awesome. And we've partnered with some grants that were out there. So McGrath School is really lucky, and I'd like to thank Debbie Hartman for kind of guiding us to Cook Inlet Tribal Council, who provided the McGrath School with a fab lab to print 3D. Ooh. A laser cutter. Neat. The kids are just fired. They're showing me how to use it all. And they keep providing me trainings. The kids need one training. I need 4. But yeah, it's been really incredible what Cook Inlet Tribal Council has done for those kids with the fab lab here. We also have an ongoing partnership with Belle Mickelson's Dances with the Spirit. You may have seen the amazing presentation the kids put on, but you'll get another chance. They had some great instruction through that program. Got ukuleles, got fiddles, guitars. We have really kind of almost a one-on-one musical instrument for our kids. It's just incredible. We also, McGrath School got a grant, and we helped partner with the McGrath Native Village Council to get a language grant from Doyon to put language materials, native language, Very
upper
cool.
Kuskokwim materials in the hands of teachers. And Jade Patterson really helped with getting the flashcards. Lindsay put together a lot of stuff for that. So people have been really very helpful, and we've got an awesome grant partnership with Fresh Eyes on Ice. As you said, it's a NASA-aligned climate observation. We've got another one now that's actually a federal grant that they found us on this one. Yeah, and they reached out to us probably from kind of our Fresh Eyes on Ice relationship, but they said that they're monitoring permafrost and they're doing art, and they're aligned with several universities, including UAF. And we're going to be having them visit pretty soon. So there's lots there's lots that's going to be happening during the school year this year, not just regular school. Yeah, I like to think of regular school as having lots of things. So you know what I mean. So we best basically if that's what I like to envision is the public school option is these incredible federal state partnerships that really benefit the whole community. As most people know, the school doesn't have a secretary, so if there's some kind of emergency and the parent or guardian needs to get a hold of the school, how can they do that during school hours? So if there's a real emergency, it's probably best to call the teacher that is in the classroom of the child, and that'll be made available during the open house. Till then, or if any time, you can always call me to 907-574-0518. The service is as good as GCI, so sometimes that can be an issue. But I also am pretty permissive of the students having their own phones if that's something that the parent wants. We've really developed a climate of kind of mutual welfare and benefit. And if the kid, has a phone that goes off, they basically look at it, they say, hey, this is my mom, can I take it? And, as long as the children aren't abusing it, we just kind of go with it for the older kids. Well, that leads me into another question I wasn't really planning on asking, but makes me think about, how is teaching in a school like this different than something in a bigger school? And you just kind of said it, most schools don't allow cell phones in class. Yeah, we have a small group of kids. How many students this year? Do you know offhand? Well, we had 36 enroll so far. Okay. So we'll see who else enrolls, and I think that actually may include some we assumed to enroll from last year. We'll look at what the count actually is. But I think the biggest thing is we have the opportunity to really get to know each other. We really get to kind of like see each other for being human, and I think that's a precious thing. And we do care about each other, and I'm like I say, I'm counting on you. Why do I want you to read? Why do I want you to study? You're preparing my senior meals. You know, I have a vested interest in you. And I think that you don't always have that vested interest in bigger communities.
As a principal and teacher, what's your goal for the school year this year? You can have more than one, too.
Yeah. I think having fun, building relationships is always at the forefront. But I would really like to be able to look at the data and watch math and literacy blossom. The district has purchased some very high-end, quality, proven curriculum. They're providing ongoing training throughout the year, and I think that we are in the right. We're situated to do great things, and McGrath has always scored fairly well, and I think this is something that's going to get us to where we would like to be. You know, I mean, when I say well, you know, the state has been, you know, had some challenges, but I think we're situated to
do great things.
Do great things, yeah. Carry the state. So,
is there anything else that we haven't touched on that you want to mention to parents, guardians, students, anyone out there listening?
Well, we've got something new. We got a career counselor. Her name's Haley Mahoney, and she's going to be meeting with students in the next couple weeks here in McGrath. She's an itinerant, so she will help other sites as well. But this will kind of give kids a little bit of a direction, and kind of one of the things that we like to do anyway with kids is see what they want to be and try to kind of align things towards their interests.
So that'll be nice to have this year. When you were in high school, did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
I knew I wanted to be a teacher pretty early on, and by the time I was a freshman in college, I was coming back to McGrath teaching art classes. So I'm weird. I like the smell of the school. I like teaching.
All right, Principal Matt, thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I will have to remember